For some perspective, let's go to our guest, Pratik Chougule. He is a former Trump advisor. Pratik, thanks so much for joining us. You heard what President Trump just announced. What is, first of all, your reaction to it?
Well, the president not only offered a compromise plan, he also offered a much more conciliatory tone. The rhetoric that the president deployed today is far different from the one that he campaigned on and how he has talked about the immigration issue throughout his presidency. The question is whether or not it's too late to forge a compromise with the backdrop of the inflammatory and controversial way that he has dealt with the immigration issue up to this point today.
I'm glad you mentioned that. He mentioned a lot about unity, bringing the two sides together, reaching across the aisle. So do you think there are any chances of both sides negotiating some sort of agreement?
I think it's unlikely. Even before the president gave his remarks today, the Democratic leadership already said that a deal of the sort the president offered is off the table. The other reality, too, is that over the course of the shutdown, the president may have calculated that by shutting down the government, he would be able to bring the American people to his side. In fact, the opposite has happened. The longer the shutdown has gone on for, the more public opinion, including among Republicans, has turned against him. So I think the best that the president can hope for is not that the deal will go through, but that public opinion may begin to turn back in his favor.
That kind of leads into my next question. What other options does he have at this point if the Democrats don't agree to this, which reports say they probably won't?
Well, another big juncture may be how the president deals with the standoff over his State of the Union address. That may provide another platform for him to make his case to the American people. But there is another possibility, which is that he'll simply fold to the pressure and open the government without a deal. He could also opt for declaring a national emergency, but that doesn't appear to be the option that the White House prefers right now.
And Trump campaigned, as you know, on a strong anti-immigration policy. How do you think his core of supporters will react to this announcement?
I think that's unclear right now. On the one hand, DACA, the kind of compromise that the president offered tonight, has been anathema to much of his base. And it's unclear how they'll react now to seeing the president put a compromise on the table. On the other hand, the shutdown is not popular, not even among his base, and especially it will continue to be that way as Republicans and Democrats alike have to deal with the practical consequences of having the government shut down for the foreseeable future.
And Trump, before this announcement, had alluded to possibly using national emergency funds to try to release some defense funding for this wall. Do you think that's still a possibility?
Well, it's a possibility, but the problem with going down that route, one, it's not obvious that the American people view the border crisis as in fact being a crisis that warrants a national emergency. But second, on a more practical level, if the president goes down that route, while it may solve the immediate problem of opening the government, it'll entangle the administration in a legal battle that they, in all likelihood, will not win and will not lead to a wall actually being built.
All right, Pratik Chougule, former Trump campaign policy coordinator, thank you so much.